Last time, you guys ran into Captain Harsel and his goons and his droids. And he agreed to go with him back to his camp. And at some point, Mundus said, "My leg fucking hurts. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore." And he went back in the ship, and Roger decided to join you instead because
ow, my leg.
Because Roger one, I mean, he used to be part of the Separatist army, so maybe that'll help.
A bit.
And he's cool. So.
And he's got a hat. Nobody else in the group has a hat. So he's automatically got a one-up on everybody.
I got goggles.
I got goggles too.
I have nice hair. I'm sorry.
You got nice hair, but is it as much as mine?
I knew you were going to go there.
You look away for a moment, then you look back, and suddenly Roger One's wearing a wig underneath his hat.
What kind of wig?
But
obviously joking, but
yeah, Shola watches Mundus leave, and she cries a single tear. She's like, "He was the only person to flip."
Need you to hold Nathan upside down.
Yeah.
Then Gro goes, "I could do that." Lifts him upside down. I have a higher strength score than him.
Well, technically,
dangle.
I don't want to be that guy. Anyways.
Okay, so you travel through the jungle to their settlement. Let's read the nice little flavor dialogue before everything goes to hell. As you emerge from the thick foliage, you see a rocky bluff towering many meters over you. There is a wide, cleared area in front of the bluffs. A formidable wall made of tree trunks and starship hold plating curves outward toward you, with two tall sentry towers evenly spaced across its length. The entire retreat is built into an enormous alcove in the bluff. Captain Harsel guides you to one of the two large gates. Don't skip ahead, you stupid PDF reader.
Don't you lie to me, PDF.
The group enters through the west gate and immediately proceeds to the HQ building in the middle of the retreat. There are a crowd of people there to see what Harsel has discovered. I probably wasn't supposed to read that part out loud because that wasn't in the red block. This is what happens when I go too long without running the session. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You're directed towards a large metal and wood building crafted from salvage and local materials, just like the perimeter wall. A crowd of about 30 survivors and a few droids slowly parts in front of you as the captain waves everybody inside. They are dressed in patchwork clothing and primitive skins clearly made on Chalgana. Only a few wear remnants of their old clothing. As you pass the crowd, you hear the expected questions and whispers of curiosity just as you and the captain reach the door. Someone yells, "So, Harsel, why aren't they dead yet? Have you gone soft?" Captain Harsel pauses to turn on his heel, firing back. "Could be things are changing for the better around here. Tell Cortella to get over here and we'll find out together. The rest of you follow us inside."
Interesting.
Yeah.
You're the only people that have shown up on the planet that he didn't just kill.
Well, that's because we obviously aren't Imperials.
Well, not just that, but you also have his droid.
Yeah.
That too.
Captain leads you into the central room. Enormous tree trunks hold up the two-story ceiling composed of wood plating and an occasional window. Several primitive doors appear to lead to other chambers. Hand-fashioned lamps add to the natural light streaming in through high windows. Harsel leads all of you up to the stage and indicates you should have a seat on a log as he steps to a podium. So basically, there's makeshift seats made out of trees.
So this is like a
It's like a meeting room or whatever.
Yeah, like where they have the podium, the stage, and then all these seats around it, in front of it.
Kind of tilt the head, look around a little bit. It's not completely unlike home, actually. Kind of shrug a little and sit down on one of the makeshift chairs.
So, you know, everybody kind of sits around for a while waiting for, for the rest of the crowd to slowly walk in. And eventually the I forgot, do I have a journal entry item for that, or was that a character sheet?
Hold
on. I showed you guys what the one Arcanian scientist lady looked like, right? Or did I not?
I mentioned. I believe you described her at the very least.
You showed a picture of her in Discord chat.
Right. Yeah. I'll actually I'll make a thing real quick so that I can. So because obviously anyone that watches the stream recording will not have seen the Discord chat. There. She slowly walks in
Okay.
and makes her way over to Captain Harsel.
Oh. That's what I was looking at.
And after everybody's entered the room and gotten seated, Captain Harsel points to ET3, the droid, and says, "A few of you might remember old ET here. I don't know why it's IT. I mispronounced that."
Whoops.
One was supposed to get my scheme working with Ropuk. He's the reason we have guests instead of prisoners tonight. When I saw his homing beacon light up on my own receiver, I thought it was just another malfunction. Well, Ninan spent all night analyzing the unit and signal, and it checked out. I knew we had a new situation here on the ground. Now, if it weren't for this welcoming committee here, he says as he motions to the crowd, I would have already questioned these people and announced any good news. A voice from the back suddenly interrupts Harsel. Like we trust you, I bet we would have never heard of the. Oh, wait, what? I bet we would have never heard from them again. It wouldn't be the first time. Harsel looks angry for a moment, and his voice takes on an overly defensive tone, almost threatening the survivors. Well, of course, it wouldn't be just me. I would have asked Kratala to join us, of course, just like we always do here in our retreat, right? The crowd grumbles in disagreement, but nobody dares speak out again. Harsel remains defensive, but continues. I know a lot of you don't trust me anymore to keep you safe. I know you don't all agree with me that hiding from the Empire should have been our #1 priority all these years. Well, maybe IT and his friends here will have a way to improve our lot. Maybe even escape this planet and still stay out of an Imperial prison or execution chamber. So let's take a few minutes to ask some questions and see what everyone thinks.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right.
Yep.
The sad part is the best talker just kind of like smooth talker who just went back to the ship.
Mundus isn't really the smooth talker.
Nah, I was gonna
You know,
say.
the group doesn't really have a smooth talker. That's been like one of the
Matter
weird
of
things
fact,
you got to do.
Grow has been unusually charismatic once in a while.
Yeah, but like Mundus
But it's
saved me
never
from
guaranteed.
my.
Girls just like, and they're like, I don't know what he said, but I agree.
I was gonna say Mundus usually saves from my blunders I usually make during the talks.
Because I usually just love to watch you and Mundus mess up.
Okay, so just
watch
out of
it from a
character.
distance.
Obviously, what's going on here is you've been sent here to. You didn't actually know there were going to be survivors, but you were here to get stuff from the ship if you can, or see if there are any survivors. And obviously, the survivors are about as valuable as the ship itself, especially.
And I would
One
assume that
of
the guy who wants to know if there's survivors there is obviously not tied to the Empire, yes?
No, he's a. That's why he's on the wheel, because they don't have any real power there.
Right. So
we can also mention that.
Yeah.
And
So
just make more money, more power for this guy, and we get better favors for this guy getting more powerful, or more in their favor.
So the first thing that happens is Harsel tries to ask IT3 how the group found the ship, but the droid doesn't seem like he wants to be the one to answer that question. Kind of looks to the party for an explanation.
Let's
Did we? Were we given information from someone else?
There was the Ropik found like a beacon that had been sent out like way back when the ship went missing. It just never was found until now.
Just a moment here, and
Joel is just sitting cross-legged, just with her hands on her lap. I missed that.
There we go. I guess Growl will kind of explain that we were contacted by someone who found your missing beacon. Someone who was on a satellite which is out of Empire reach, and I can't remember. Did he have some sort of tie back to the group again, or was that something else?
Ropik, or wait, not Ropik. It's his son Riam. He's the son of the guy that was supposed to make a deal with Harsel. He doesn't know Harsel is still alive, or that the droid belongs to him.
Okay, so essentially, Riam, the son of Ropik, is the one who contacted us. We can at least mention that, I suppose. Don't know if that's going to be a safe thing or not, but we can at least mention that.
Yeah.
Someone that was previously, or at least tied to the group.
I'm going to sneakily try to read his thoughts while this whole conversation is going down.
What's going on? Oh, you're going to try to read his thoughts.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, that's a red thought.
He let's see. He seems unusually paranoid. Like, even though he recognizes IT3 as his droid, he somehow has it in his mind that the Empire reprogrammed the droid and sent you guys here. Like, even though everything should look bright to him, he still has it in his head that this is all a trick.
Oh, okay. And I whisper to Grow and Beard, not Nathan.
What was that?
You
whisper that to us?
Yeah, yeah.
He's basically telling them that he's paranoid.
Like I said, I'm trying to do my best to reassure him. Like, there's technically people tied to his previous group that we're looking for them still.
So it's time for Grow to make a charm check.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh! Wait, Grow's really charismatic, isn't he?
Nope.
No, nobody.
I am basic as hell.
Nobody here is charismatic because nobody
wanted to be the chatty person.
So wait. I think I have one presence, but it's also one in charm. So
that would be one yellow die. So it's like you'd be about as good as having two greens. So, Grow. So it's going to be 2 greens against 3 purples.
2 greens against 3 purples.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You can do it.
Wait, can I assist in the charm and just kind of flash my big eyes?
No.
Okay.
I
do believe this is not 5th edition, and that was a really awkward start to what you were trying to do.
Yeah, he's already got an Arcanian wench. He doesn't need you.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, is that? Yeah, that is a failure.
That is
But that
a
doesn't
one fail.
automatically. But there's more than one. There's going to be more than one check throughout this conversation. So that's just
Yarg.
he.
Oh, I
He
can rip black
basically
dice
thinks he
from-
basically thinks there's something fishy about your story, more or less, is what happened with that. So he asks.
Wait,
Another
that doesn't
question.
sound right. That doesn't sound right.
What?
Nobody's fool. Let me look it up real quick.
What doesn't sound right?
Nobody's fool. Because it says increase the purple die for a charm check, but that doesn't sound right. Why would I increase it for charm?
That's I think that's if a charm check somebody's making against you, where you increase one of the purples, I guess.
All right, let's see. Nobody's fool. Nobody's fool.
Well, while you're looking that up, he begins to ask. He asks questions about the state of the empire, because they're obviously been trying to avoid the empire, but they've been secluded from everything, so they don't really know how bad it's gotten out there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, jeez.
How to put this nicely? The separatists are completely crushed. I believe you were part of that war. The Empire has actually sided itself with the Sith, it would seem.
No, that's not publicly known.
All right.
We've literally fought Sith. It's publicly known to us.
Well, technically, you don't know that if the Inquisitors are Sith or not.
We don't know that the glowing red-eyed, black-robed people are bad.
Well, Shola would know because
Shola would know, but I don't know if she really brought that up with anybody. Like the thing is,
she probably brought it up with Grow because he's probably
all right. So
yeah, because she did explain the light side, dark side to him. So
all right, okay then.
So they seem to be now tied with the Sith. They've tried to get rid of most of the Jedi. There seems to be minor pockets of them still left. And have we heard whispers of the Resistance yet?
Yeah, because you were hired on
oh, that's
Empire
right. Technically,
Day
they kind of
that.
side-hired us at one point. Yeah, so we've also worked with the Resistance and helped free a planet from... wait.
No, you didn't. You didn't work with the Resistance. You
Oh, we actually bumped into them in the last mission, didn't we?
Yeah. You ran into them twice, because Empire Day you were there working as bodyguards.
Yeah, Empire Day we saw one of the Jedi and a couple other. Leave that part out. Yeah, we're leaving out the Empire Day because we don't want to mention the fact that we were working for the Empire at that point. But we'll say that we have bumped into a group of rebel people at least a couple of times now in our more recent bounties. And it seems that they're beginning bigger and bigger groups.
All right. So you relay all this information, and they seem curious about the concept of the rebellion, although there's obviously there's a very visible air of nervousness and depression over just hearing how powerful the Empire has gotten. You don't need to make a roll for any of that. You're just relaying information.
Yeah, we're just literally relaying information that we know, and that's pretty publicly known, or at least except for the Sith part. Just a few of us in this particular group are aware of it. Although I still think with anyone with eyes who's seen a person in a black robe with glowing red eyes staring at them will have some major fucking questions.
Right, but they don't necessarily know what they are, because most people
are you sure
don't
about
know
that?
Well, yeah, in the actual lore, most people don't know what the Sith are.
Right, they don't. Let alone what the light side and dark side are.
Like, that was part of the problem with Chancellor Palpatine being a Sith Lord, is if they actually took him before the Senate, most of them would have been like, "What's a Sith Lord?"
And literally the entirety of the Jedi Order face palms.
Yeah, pretty much.
She'll has facepalm many times.
So he Harsel takes a moment to talk with Kratala about some things, and you hear one of the people in the crowd go, "Is there any place that's safe?"
I can very quickly mention the fact that there's
Here.
several planets that are not directly involved with the Empire, including some places like Tatooine, which are more involved with other groups, but also the space station that we came from that directed us here is highly neutral area that is too far out for the Empire to want to waste their time with.
Okay, you're gonna make another charm check.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Two
here I
green.
go again.
two green against one purple.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
One purple.
one purple.
Well,
Yeah.
because
Because
he was.
Because you're not
addressing
trying
the
to
person that
convince. You're not
shot.
I'm not trying to
convince
convince
the
him, I'm trying to
captain.
convince a new guy. Okay.
Okay.
Boom! Highly convinced.
Yeah. So the crowd seems very enthusiastic about the prospect of
Being on a
the
space station
wheel
instead of out
and,
here.
and the areas of hut space. Because the thing is the Empire, like technically Tatooine and all those places are technically part of the Empire, but they mostly just let the huts do what they want and don't fuck
Yeah,
with
they
anything
don't
there.
really mess with anything unless there's something that's really got their attention, and then they back off as soon as they found what they wanted, or if they're aware of that left.
Imagine if I had force persuasion.
So, all right.
But yeah, there's basically I explained that there's places out in the outer reaches that the Empire just doesn't give two shits about.
Right. So,
And technically, almost this planet is out there, isn't it?
I think we're like in the
yeah, this place is
rim.
really out of the way. That's why the Empire
Yeah.
hasn't really found them here. But
Mm-hmm.
this isn't a civilized planet, obviously.
That's true too.
Not a good place to live.
Yeah. But it would be only a matter of time if the Empire sets its sights in this area. They'll colonize it and put bases here, right?
Well, they're not necessarily. They don't necessarily care about like jungle planets that don't have a lot of resources that they can utilize. Because the weird thing is, the Empire doesn't actually value like farmland, which is what you would mainly use for a planet like this.
Yeah.
They freaking value what they can turn into weapons.
Yeah, unless this place had some sort of like specialized crystals that could help arm a weapon, or had some sort of other element that could help bolster their machines or their ships with, they're probably not going to be interested out here.
And they're not exactly
So-
interested in going to war with wildlife.
Do I
Bad
notice
kitty,
if,
no. Yeah.
do I notice if Cortana's giving me the stink eye or anything?
Well,
For being an
she's looked at you a few times, but she hasn't really had a particular reaction to you. Like
Well,
she's noticed you.
Well, yeah, because like I'm an offshoot, so regular Arcanians aren't friendly with offshoots.
Normally, no, but she's
Normally,
just
no, but
kind
she's
of-
also been out here alone.
she's
a
also
long time.
even on top of that, she's kind of a special case.
Right.
So
I'm just wondering if it'll be a problem down the road or something.
Nothing at the
So-
moment. Nothing evident at
So-
the moment.
So Harsoul notices that you've kind of got the crowd and enthusiastic a bit, and he seems kind of irritated by this.
Mhm.
But he goes, well, is there any questions you have for us?
So we assume that we knew about the fact that you were like a droid ship.
They were there's the captain of a separatist ship.
Yeah, they were a separatist ship. They probably had a platoon or two of droids, I would assume, battle droids.
Yeah, most of them are gone, but they have a few that are still working.
Mm-hmm. So
Are there? I don't know how I'm going to approach this, but like you guys remember there are a few names we got from these new guys that are showing up, right? So should we approach it with these guys and see if they know who they are, or should we just?
Are you talking about? Oh, actually, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, I should have already dumped her freaking icon on here.
Right.
Ah,
That way, we got all the people that are remotely important on the screen.
Right. I guess Shola would ask that because she wouldn't know. Is Cortana, is it?
Cortala.
Cortala. Cortala. Cortala, is it? Are we going to have a problem with me being an offshoot?
She kind of like just shakes her head. She says, "We can talk more about that later."
Right.
fair enough. Questions for them though. Are you at all interested going back? Because if you really don't want to, we can probably leave and just whisper. So nobody needs to know. I mean, that's up to you, of course. Kind of point to the leader.
Yeah, he kind of realizes you're in the mood for negotiating at this point, so he kind of pauses for a moment, and he kind of motions everybody, the crowd, to kind of go back to doing their usual stuff, and suggests that that the group move to a more comfortable location to discuss matters further.
Oh shoot! I didn't think about this. I'm still reading his thoughts, right?
Huh?
Am I still reading his thoughts, or?
Kind of, but things are starting to seem like a
blur.
Things are starting to seem like a little blurrier. Like,
yeah,
you're not sure if he might have realized you're reading his thoughts, and he's had dealings with Jedi before.
Real quick before it went blurred, did he have any weird thoughts towards beer, or giving him any stink eye or anything? Because
he doesn't recognize him at all. Because like,
okay,
Beard's an old clone. He wouldn't know him.
Well, yeah, no, he's not wearing he's not wearing clone trooper armor.
That for one.
He just looks like an old guy to him.
Right. So,
and I mean, the one I would actually ask is if he has any particular opinion about the fact that we're walking around with Roger 1.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to ask next. Us with Roger 1, does that lower his opinion of us, or not lower?
Not really.
Lower his hostility.
He's kind of confused by the fact that Roger 1's wearing a duster and a cowboy hat. Like, why is that battle droid wearing that outfit? Battle droids don't need clothing.
He apparently wanted it, but he just came with it. Shrug.
I'm a people.
I are people too.
I was gonna say, like, he comes with his own hat and coat. He's sold together in his new package, special deal for a limited time.
But Kung Fu grip.
But he basically, you kind of realize he basically, the whole reason everybody, he kind of brought everyone in here was to just make a show for the other survivors, so that they'd at least have some idea what's going on before
questioning,
before you go to make decisions more privately, without people popping in every little comment they have about something. Cortala leads the group to a more comfortable lounge area, while Harsel goes to deal with something before joining the group.
Can't help but notice that the other group has been really quiet.
Yeah, the thing is, I haven't thought of anything for them to say. Like Yav's just been kind of listening. Like, looks like he's just been thinking about what to do about the whole situation.
He's probably just looking baffled with the whole thing.
It's like, what the hell is going on? I didn't think there were going to be people here. I thought there was going to be stuff to loot. They also didn't really. That's the other problem. Well, like I didn't think about that till you said that, but didn't really. Even though the adventure acknowledges that his group's possibly going to be here, they didn't write
don't
any
have dialogue
dialogue in
either?
for him. They didn't. They're basically just like make up shit. It's like, well, what the fuck? Why? This is why
This is such a well written plan. That's
why I'm just
Yeah.
kind of I've changed how this is gonna end. I'm not gonna go
Mhm.
completely by what the book says. So Kurtala takes a moment to talk to Shola and
Right.
says I know you're kind of treated very poorly on Arcania. That's what it's called, Arcania, right?
Yeah, I think it's so. Yeah, it's Arcania.
Yeah. She goes, I may be one of the few purebloods that kind of understands how you feel, since the Chancellor's technicians forced me against my will into the army, which is why I joined the Separatists.
Well, they're probably saddening to you to know the Empire brought back slavery or way they put it, servitude for the offshoots to the Arcanians, purebloods.
She just kind of shakes her head and
By any chance, let me look this up real quick. It's been a while. Let's see. It has been a long time. Oh, there! I passed it. Darn it!
Huh?
Oh, what's
He's looking
his
for
name?
something he's going to ask.
All right. Let's see. All right. No, that's about lightsabers. All right.
I must take cleaner notes.
I actually really write these down. Oh, it's Zalmak. Have you ever heard someone named Zalmak?
She says, I do vaguely remember that name from when I was still on Arcania, but that was so long ago that I doubt it's relevant at this point.
And she just kind of looks sad, but
like any information she knows about him is from when he was a freedom fighter, basically.
Yeah, if she's been trapped on this planet, you gotta remember, for like at least, I would assume, 2 decades.
Would she know if he was captured at all?
Dude, she's been trapped on this planet for like 20 years.
Okay.
She wouldn't know jack.
Yeah, she because not only, well, it's not 20 years, it's more like 14. But the thing is, and before that, she was active in the Clone Wars. She wasn't on her home planet.
Right. So she do you think it's possible that both our parties can come to some sort of agreement?
She says, I'm hoping so. Harsel's kind of paranoid about things, though, and as she's finishing saying that, you hear like a really loud noise from above the settlement that sounds like a spaceship.
Uh-oh.
Everybody kind of like instinctively runs outside at the sound of this, and you see what's very distinctly a Imperial ship floating over the settlement, and it starts to move away to go land, and all of a sudden there's a loud explosion, and you see the Imperial ship go crashing into the jungle. Something has shot it out of the sky.
Oh man!
Oh no!
You kind of look upward. Harsel has like a pair of macro binoculars. Is like, what the hell was that? Gro can use his what are they called?
My goggles.
Your goggles to try and make out what it was. You kind of look up, and like up in the planet's atmosphere, you see
look up.
You see a ship that you don't recognize what kind of ship it is. but it's the size of a Star Destroyer.
Oh.
And it has a golden L emblem on it.
golden L.
Yes.
Oh, these guys again.
You've seen the symbol before on crates that had contained droids that were being sent to Timo.
So, would I recognize the ship at all if I can
No.
see?
You
You
can't
don't-
see
you
it.
don't-
I do because I have special goggles that can help track on things like that.
Yeah,
for
and,
me.
and
It's
even Grow
Oh,
describing what it
I
looks
rolled.
like.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
I rolled 2 force points, and I spend 1 to use my force sense earlier. Can I use the extra point for a force sense to read Gross thoughts to see what he sees?
You can, but you still don't recognize the ship either.
Oh, okay. Just
And you just suddenly you see a couple drop ships leave the ship and start heading towards a landing area nearby. And
the fact that we've seen this tied to Timo means that this is probably not a good thing.
yeah, Parcel's like, I was worried when I saw the Imperial ship, but what the hell is going on now?
It seems like a third party has gotten involved now.
In fact, you suddenly notice, or like things are kind of going crazy for a minute. Everybody's been distracted by the explosions, and you suddenly hear Yav Yayar freaking out because the Trandoshans are both missing, and 2 of his men are just lying there dead.
The Transoceans.
Yeah,
They were probably ratting this out to Timo.
well,
Is that a
not
good assumption to
necessarily-
make?
Not necessarily Timo, but
They were ratting us out to somebody.
yeah, and it's like, what the hell happened? And obviously, the Trandoshans being missing. He knows that they did something.
Just immediately like, you idiot.
So you kind of you hear the drop ships land nearby, and you hear what sounds like some kind of tank crushing through the trees coming towards the settlement.
looks like we're going to be in for a fight.
Yeah.
Immediately look at the others, kind of like, you'll know what to do. Turn to Kratala and go, you might want to take cover.
Yeah.
Immediately head for cover myself. And get
Yeah,
my gun out
you
and
kinda-
basically take a corner of the building and wait for whatever it is to come out into the open.
You walk out. You head towards like one of the gates to prepare for your out, because there is a wall around this place, so it's not completely unfortified. Though
Are there like mounted guns on top of the wall?
yes.
Actually, that was actually a good question. Yeah.
I'm just gonna move her token down here out of the way for now.
For the moment.
But I'm gonna put them over here too, because technically they're not fucking with what they're not
They
gonna.
don't want to fuck with anybody. They've realized that their own shit
They're
has
not
been
gonna. They're not gonna
compromised.
backstab you at this point, because they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" And you can tell that there's a pretty sizable force standing back in the trees, and one of their soldiers walks towards the gate by himself, unarmed. And he says, "Is there a Captain Harsel here?"
Oh,
Immediately try to read his thoughts.
yeah, you'll read everybody's thoughts.
Of course I do. Oh, this is gonna be a fun day.
Oh, look,
You
it's Captain
succeed.
Buckethead.
Oh boy. I did not think about the fact that you have the ability to read people's thoughts. You know that he's a soldier representing a group known as the King's Legion.
King's Legion.
That's you've never heard of before. Nobody here's heard of them before. And he's working for Count Matza.
Count Matza, right?
Which is that Skakoan that you've heard mentioned repeatedly that was working with Timo at one point. Harsel walks, steps forward and goes, he points his blaster at him and goes, "Who sent you?"
Oh.
He goes, I've come on behalf of Count Matza. He very much requires your presence. He goes, why does he want my presence? Does he want to turn me into a cyborg like they did to General Grievous?
Oh. He said it. He said it.
He goes, well, you can either come with us peacefully or we'll take you by force. And you kind of hear like a few of the survivors in the background going, "Just surrender yourself, Harsel. Don't get the rest of us killed."
Okay, so you'd be very crazy. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna immediately walk up to in between Captain Harsel on top of the wall between him and the soldier and just go, "Why do you want Captain Harsel? Can't you just leave these people in peace?"
He just says he's a brilliant military mind that could come in handy when we crush the Empire.
Head tilt.
And you've actually noticed that like a couple more drop ships have come down. This is not a good situation to be in.
Oh no, this is like a we need a run situation.
And
very quickly now.
You're standing here and Yav is trying to get like Grow and like Beard's attention.
Kind of slowly look and raise an eyebrow.
There's he's pointing at like a tiny little probe droid that's floating nearby that seems like it's trying to motion you over. That it's an Imperial design.
Oh,
what?
Like it looks like it has a hollow communicator built into it.
Well. Kind of slowly start to walk over.
Yeah, is Beard gonna follow him?
Yeah, I'm walking over, I guess.
Yeah, there's a hollow projection appears on top of this probe droid. Let me grab the actual
person we're going to be seeing.
That's the droid, and there's the face of the. There's an Imperial intelligence agent on the thing. He's like, "Greetings, hunters. This is a very awkward conversation to be having since we tracked you here from the wheel." He goes, "I will admit that we did try to put a tracker on your ship and failed, so we had to use other means to find things. We were originally interested. We were originally so that's the droid that was fucking around with the ship that Mundus destroyed." He goes, "Our original interest was the wreckage of the Say Nalor, but we're in a bit of a more complicated situation now. The arrival of whoever these people are. We're not planning on a serious military campaign here. We've been shot down. I've already accepted that me and most of my troops are not going to leave here alive. but I don't want them to get whatever they're after either. He asks if you're willing to he's willing to create a diversion so that everyone can get away if you're willing to take his medic and a couple of his officers with you so that they can report to the Empire about
What
army
these guys
here.
are doing? Yeah.
He says, and as a show of good faith, they'll omit any mention of you or Captain Harsel in their report.
As much as I want to say no to the Empire, this is actually a really tempting offer.
It is.
It keeps
but
us
it's
out
the
of trouble, and will also give us a chance to run like hell.
However, still can't trust them.
Yeah,
trust them as far as I can throw them, but
you can throw them pretty far.
We really do need a
Have you seen you?
diversion. We really do need a diversion, though, because look at all the fucking dropships right now.
I understand that, but
can I ask a question to the soldier that's presented at the gate?
Sure.
What will happen to the rest of the people if Captain Harsel gives himself up? Will they be free to leave?
They'll be free to leave. We don't care about the rest of them. You can even keep the scientist. She's probably more valuable to you than he is anyhow. But we need his military mind.
Well, you promise him safe passage and that no harm will come to him.
I'm not going to promise that.
Harsel's kind of looking at you. Is kind of looking at you as like, I am not going to surrender myself to them.
We're outnumbered. They have bigger forces.
Let's do it.
While he's keeping them busy, actually, Gro's going to go up to the captain and go, the Imperials have apparently left a droid and make an offer to let us all escape, and even omit the fact that us and you were involved in this.
He looks like he's extremely frustrated by this. But he's also
as if Gro isn't frustrated either.
But he's also looking at like the massive number of troops that are just
at his door. Yeah,
he's like, we don't have the forces to fight this. I don't have a choice.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Let's go with the diversion.
So basically, he's like, don't have a choice, and Gro kind of nods and goes back down really quick to the droid again. And he's like, okay, yeah, we'll take you on that offer.
Yeah. You might. And has been listening in on this, and he's willing to help as well because obviously
he doesn't want to get killed either. Yeah.
Well, not only that, you need more than one ship for all the people you're going to try to get out of here.
That's true. We're going to need his ship too, and he's got more space now.
Yeah, because most of his crew's dead.
Well,
literally got him and the one guy, and that's it.
Here's one teensy little problem. They don't like the Empire, and trusting the Empire, getting him to jump on board with the Empire is not an easy task.
It's not exactly like they're asking him to join them. They're just saying that they'll make a diversion, and we'll worry about any other details when we're not looking down the barrel of a tank.
Yeah, and we're not dying.
Yeah.
Survival first, death later.
Basically, you agree to his terms, and he basically tells you that he knows where your ships are landed because he kind of crashed near them. So his men that are gonna escape are gonna wait there, and he ends the transmission, and like within a few minutes, there's like a loud explosion from behind the troops, and they all kind of turn around because some Imperial speeders have shown up with some dark armored scout troops on them.
We also need the cargo, so if we can get that real quick and take it to the ship with all the survivors.
Yeah,
and I grab Captain Cortosa and drag him by the hand and run.
Basically, that was my Wookiee roar of "run like children."
Yeah. So like the survivors just grab a bunch of random stuff, and Harsel orders the remaining battle droids to get on the cannons and just
start giving fire.
cover the escape.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody
Basically
flees.
just helping everybody get through a hatch and get the fuck out of here.
Everybody flees, and you kind of go dashing by, and you kind of see the Imperials are just kind of getting mowed down because they're like outnumbered like 20 to 1.
Is Cortella with us?
Yeah, she's with you.
Okay.
So
yeah, the whole group of survivors is with us.
yeah, so you make a mad march like as quickly as you can. Unfortunately none of you are on vehicles because there weren't any vehicles prepared for this situation.
Nope. We're running through marsh at this point, I believe.
But like after about like an hour, you're almost at your ships when a couple of speeder cars pull up full of troops. You got a little bit of a fight on your hand, but most of their forces aren't with them.
The troops, as in the other weird third group that we were running from.
Yeah, the King's Legion.
Oh my gosh,
Well,
is the Imperials with us at all?
Huh?
Are the Imperials with us at all, or is it just us?
I think the Imperials are kind of waiting by our ships because they're closer to them than us.
How far away are the ships? Can they see us or?
Not yet. You're
okay.
We're not quite in sight of our ships yet. We're getting close.
Yeah, so it's safe to pull that out. Okay.
Right. So I'm just grabbing the troops that you're going to be fighting. There's more than the ones I'm actually dropping on the board, but I'm just going to say that's who the other people are fighting that are with you. That's not what I was trying to do. Damn it. Where is it? There we go. You probably recognize these droids too. They were from Empire Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to shoot those down last time too. It's that same weirdo faction again.
Yeah.
It's kind of hounding us at this rate, it feels like.
Except we have a name, the King's Legion, the King's Pond, or what was it? King's Legion?
The King's Legion.
King's Legion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I probably should open the turn order thing. Oh wow, you guys didn't roll yet, did you?
Nope.
So all those rolls from last week are still or last time are still on there.
That's been
okay. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 4.
Woohoo!
What? Oh wait.
Oh my God, Beard.
Definitely going last. Nope, not going last. Haha. There's other people that had suckier rolls than me.
Wow, a lot of the enemies rolled pretty bad though. 2 of the droids are going after Beard.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's the funny part. It's all these droids going last, and the Wookiees going first.
So, they're at medium distance from you guys right now. So, Gro, it's your turn first.
Oh gosh. Let's go with aim, shot, and burst.
Okay.
Don't give them hell.
Let's see. Well, I'll say these 2 of the droids are close together, if you want to do that.
All right. Yeah, let's waste the droids.
So that'd be against 3 purples because the burst upgrades the difficulty by 1.
Right.
I believe it's a yellow, 2 green, and a blue.
Did I get a new blaster pistol by any chance?
It's 2 yellows. 2 yellows, a green, and a blue. What about blaster pistols?
Did I get a new one by any chance? It was like medium range.
I think you got like a slight upgrade at some point because I think somebody gave you a hand-me-down.
Right. Because I only see 3 pistols and one says short range.
I barely did it.
Oh, the heavy blaster is supposed to be medium. I didn't change that after updating the rest of it.
Oh,
there, I updated it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
All right. So what did you?
I barely did it. I had a 1 success.
Yeah. So you only hit one of them then. The other one just kind of like narrowly dodges out of the way of the spray of bullets, but you took one of them out.
Oh.
Nathan.
Man, I'm trying to figure which is the most likely I guess can I shoot this guy?
You can try.
Okay, I'll just aim and shoot at this guy.
Okay, so that's that would be what, one yellow, 2 green, a blue against 2 purple.
Okay.
Okay, so you got 1 success, so that puts your damage at 8. But he's got a soak of 7, so you did 1 damage.
Funny enough, I was gonna say like I did 1 damage to him. I just knew.
Yeah, you just kind of
just felt it.
He just kind of takes a hit in the chest and just kind of like, prepare to die, human.
Suck it, robot.
Shola.
All right.
I'm going to die for that.
So, all right.
I'm gonna close the PDF because we're past the point where I changed everything.
She's
are these guys in medium range?
Yeah, everyone's at medium range.
I'm gonna shoot at one of the troopers, the top one.
Okay, you're gonna aim and shoot.
Aim and shoot, yes.
Okay.
All right, and let's see. What's my blaster?
1 yellow and 1 green because you got
one yellow, 1 green, and 1 blue. And it's 2 purple on medium or 3?
Yeah, 2 purple.
All right.
Girl only hit 3 because he was doing the auto fire. Yeah, you hit.
Everyone's just barely hitting today.
Yeah.
So that's 8 damage minus their 5 soak, so that's 3. Actually, I'm gonna say that advantage made it do an extra point of damage and make it so you did 4 damage to him.
Okay.
Yeah, so he kind of, you kind of clipped his shoulder and he kind of shrugged it off, but he's a little injured. Roger 1 is going to. I have not used him often enough. I don't remember what the hell his crap is. Okay. So 3 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue against 2 purple.
Wow.
Wow! He still only got 1 success with all those dice.
That is our luck today.
I don't know.
We're on the edge of cursed.
And I meant to say he was shooting at this guy, so he also
1 damage.
like Claylex only did 1 damage.
Prepare to die.
This guy's turn.
Oh, great.
Yeah. He moves forward into short range and shoots at Grow.
Oh.
I'm gonna clear some of these dice rolls out though, because there's too many of them.
Alright.
Oh shoot! I should have remembered that. I should have remembered I have quick strike. I need to remember that.
Right.
What does Quick Strike do?
Add 1 blue die and attack against an enemy that has not taken actions.
Oh. Yeah, that. Luckily, I remembered you have defense though, so there's a black die on this roll, so you got a little less likely to, but he hit you.
Yeah.
Erg.
For 9 damage minus 3 damage total.
Things are trying to hurt me today.
Oh yeah, I got also too. Like reminds me, I got sidestep. So if they do range attack on me, I could, use that to upgrade difficulty of all incoming range attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta suffer a strain to do that though, right?
Yeah. True.
So the hunter droid moves forward. Points its arm cannon at Roger 1 at short range and fires.
Not Roger 1. He's our comic relief.
What about me?
You're at the court.
Oh shit!
Oh, I jinxed it.
What happened? Oh my god!
We can't tell you what happened. You just need to look for yourself.
Oh.
Oh, ouch, Roger.
Yeah, he took 11 damage after his soak.
Yeah, dang.
Legion
Someone look about that soak.
moves forward, fires at Nathan.
Oh.
Do you want to strain?
Do I want to do sidestep?
Yes, because you're about to be fired at.
Just in case, because I have no idea how much damage they're gonna do to me.
Okay, so sidestep takes how much strain to do?
I believe it's one strain. I have it too.
Let's see. It just says like a number of strain.
I actually no, I have dodge, which is a spend one strain
You can,
make
for
it
every
more
rank,
difficult.
for every rank you have, you can suffer one strain to increase the difficulty by one, but you only have one rank in it, so
So you
Yeah.
can make it one more difficult and suffer one
Yeah.
strain.
yeah, so one strain. So it's gonna be a little harder for him to hit you because he's
Yeah.
at short, but he's at short range. So let's see.
Yeah, but
He still hit you, but
Oh.
probably
But he
might have
just
done
barely.
less damage. He might have done less damage than he would have done otherwise.
Oh,
Mr. Beard, it is your turn. You
Yay,
got three
finally.
targets that are at short range. that
I
are-
know.
They're pretty close
yes.
together. They're pretty close together.
That's what I was gonna ask. How if they're close? I'm chucking a grenade.
Okay.
oh yeah.
That's what I was like, oh dang it, they're at medium. Dang it, they need to get the short range.
Which one's going to be the main target?
The
Probably
guy in the middle,
Druid.
of course.
The hunter droid.
Yeah.
All right.
So is that
Someone's
3
gonna eat a
yellow
boom boom
dice?
to the face.
Yeah. So for you, that is, 3 yellow dice against, 3 yellow dice and 1 blue against 1 purple.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Wait. Ah.
Oh, lots of advantages.
I cannot believe that. Just still, they're all going to take some damage from the blast, though. So because they can't avoid the actual blast part.
Yeah. Okay.
Not unless you completely flubbed and threw it way past them or way short of them.
Yeah, like in between the two groups. Yeah.
I'm just going to say this: basically the droid shrugged it off, but the other guys both ate some shrapnel, took a little bit of damage. Legion droid stays at medium range and shot at Grow.
Not sure if I should puff up my chest or not. I've been taking enough damage already, thank you. Oh dear God.
Oh.
Ow.
Whoa! Was this Grow?
This is
Yeah.
getting hit at me, yes. Out.
Alright, so
I'm gonna say that it damaged itself from that strain though, so it's slightly damaged.
Well, that's right.
Other
They
droid.
did have a lot of failure.
It had a lot of threat, not failure, but yeah. The other
Oh,
one
yeah,
shoots
threat.
at Beard. These, the
God
enemies
damn it,
normally
dude,
can't
droids.
fucking hit for shit, and all of a sudden they're just like popping people left and right.
Ow. Ow.
I don't
Yep.
understand why.
All of our big toes.
Oh, we're picking up.
Grow's turn.
Okay.
We need to start taking some of these guys out.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, fuck this noise. Dropping my gun, pulling out. What was it? I had a.
Your saver?
Ancient Sith Blade.
Oh,
I had an ancient Sith blade, but I had something else.
Oh yeah, didn't you have that?
Vibro
it's a
sword.
vibro. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you don't have any skill with that.
Oh,
Oh, so I
That's a
can't really
melee
use it.
weapon, not a yeah,
Well- just use your fist.
just use the Sith Blade. Like, trust me.
Fuck, yeah, fuck it. I don't want to, but if I can't really use the vibro sword right now, I'm going to use what I can, and I'm just going to rush these guys. And
So-
that particular metal munchkin there in the middle is going to take a
Yeah,
nice good
understood.
beating.
She'll
Alright,
remember
so you're gonna
your
rush up
actions.
to it. So you obviously can't aim, but you still got a lot of dice to work with because
Mm-hmm.
you're rolling what 1 yellow, 4 green against 1 purple.
Right.
Yeah. 1 yellow, 4 green.
Yeah, that's 1 purple.
Roll that footage.
There we go.
Thank
So-
you.
That's a total of you crit him as well as doing like
Mhm.
Okay, 15 damage. He still has some soak that you didn't ignore, so he's taking 12 damage. So yeah, he's
I
taking
do have
12 damage.
piercing on that, I believe.
Yeah, you have pierce, but that ignores 4 of his soak. He has 7 soak, so it's basically like he has 3 soak.
Oh wow.
So
He's a beefy
he
guy.
took 12. He took 12. There's sparks flying everywhere. He's not feeling very good. Let's see what the critical.
Do I get a? That's what's it called? That's the thing where we have to roll for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll.
Heroes, yeah.
I believe I get a plus 10 to that roll.
All right. Yeah. I'll just add
When a
that.
Wookiee injures, he deals a. Wait, no, that's not the right one.
That's when
what
you
is
get
it? Add a
injured.
10 plus 10 rank to any critical injury.
All right. So I'll add that on top of whatever I get from the
Yep.
actual roll. So
All right.
25.
Wait.
Let's see what 25 is on the critical table. That is off balance. Add a black die to his next skill check. Let's see. Where's the thingy? I'll have to remember that he's got a black die on his next attack, on top of whatever else he has. Nathan.
All right, I'm just gonna take the opportunity to just shoot him while he's off balance. Just aim and shoot.
Get more pot shots in.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Pray for another good
Okay.
shot.
So 1 yellow, 2 green, a blue against 1 purple.
Okay, 1 yellow, 2 green, 1 blue, 1 purple. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Hey, now.
that's like 11 damage before his soak. So
And the soak was
Please be
7.
dead.
Buddy's got 7 soaks. So that's he's
That's 4.
That's 4.
4 damage. He's really shaking around like he's about to drop, but he's not quite down yet.
So you get another shot on him, and you see sparks
just
again, and he
kill
kind of shudders for a second. It's just like,
Ow! You weakened me with that first shot. Curses, human.
curse you, flashback.
Shola's turn.
Shola's probably gonna regret this, but she's gonna move up,
Oh,
pull out her
lightsaber.
lightsaber, and slash him in half.
Ooh, do it.
My
I
lord.
remember I upgraded last time, so
Nothing
with one
personal,
of its
kid.
skills, so I get a
That's right. I should have buttoned up here.
I got a 5 in willpower, so
Yeah.
Oh jeez, yeah, I forgot you did that.
Shola
Yeah,
we'll just
so-
say nothing personal, kid.
so it's
personal,
3
droid.
yellow. Oh my gosh, out of 5.
Ooh.
Yellow. And 2 green.
1 purple. Oh yeah, 2 green.
Two
and
green.
against 1 purple because
One purple.
yeah, like even if he wasn't dead, he'd be critical injured again. But he's dead. He took him down. He took the droid commander down.
Alright, now for Roger.
Roger's
The
turn.
hard hitter is gone.
He's like, "Thank you, Shola."
He's so hurt. You have to
Yeah, he's only got 3. Like he's lucky he didn't get critical hit from that.
He would have been down.
or probably dead.
So let's see. Right. Okay. 3, 1, 1, 1.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
He
That's great.
takes out this guy.
Oh,
Ooh,
Hey.
He did
nice.
just enough damage to take him down.
Well, that's one less guy we have to worry about now.
yeah. So it sucks the Legion Trooper like right after turn-wise, or Beard would have just killed this guy.
He has more health left. He would have survived if he was the only guy hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just like, people are dying. Just
What do I do?
Not only are people dying, but there's like 2 crazy people in melee range that have just
Yeah,
ripped
yeah.
everybody
Yeah,
to
he-
shreds.
he's kind of panicking because he sees, but his attention is drawn to Shola's lightsaber, so he turns and shoots at her.
Oh, okay.
But it's at engage range, right? Or is it still short?
Technically, he's
technically
at short
still
range.
short because you
'Cause
didn't
you-
engage with him.
Yeah, you didn't engage him
Yeah, you
specifically.
went with the other guy.
Yeah,
All right.
Mm-hmm.
but I am gonna give him like
that being a rule.
But
I'm gonna give him
that's a
some. I'm
black.
gonna give him some penalties because of
I do get a because I took one skill that gives me a black die when I'm in lightsaber stance.
right.
So there is that, and I'm not sure if I can do the strain thing to do damage on range, remove damage on range yet. Or not.
Do you have deflect?
I think that was the next one on the list, actually. Let me look. Deflect.
You got parry. You don't got deflect. Deflect's what reduces the range damage.
Yeah, that was next on the list.
But
Not
but
yet.
all your black dice eliminated all his advantages, so he just barely hit you.
All right,
For 4 damage total after your soak.
4 damage.
Mr. Beard.
Time to take
All
out
right.
this mofo.
Yep, that's the one I'm gonna shoot at. So 3 yellow, 1 purple. Do I have any?
A blue if you're aiming.
Yeah, of course I'm aiming. So okay. Oh,
Oh.
advantages.
Advantages up to wazoo and 2 hits.
Let's see here. You're
Yeah, which is 8. My base damage.
8 plus 2, so that's 10. He's got 5, so that means you did 5 damage, and you also critical hit him because that's a fuck ton of advantage. So let's see what happens to him.
Fall down.
95. That's probably pretty bad. He rolled a 95 on the crit table. That's at the brink. He suffers strain every time. Wow, he has to hurt himself to shoot.
Yes.
Oh. Because he doesn't have a strain meter, so he has to actually take damage whenever he shoots at you.
Yes.
Legion droids are just like, fuck. If only we were programmed with the intelligence to run away.
Why
Roger,
do I
Roger.
live?
The first one shoots at Grow, who's at short range for them now because you moved up.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I have anything in particular against.
And they did not
protecting
hit.
for that. No.
That one didn't hit. The other one's gonna shoot at Shola.
Oh, jeez.
This is what we get for being frontliners.
Yeah, pretty much.
And didn't hit.
He also
wow.
bombed out.
Yay.
Grow! Your
Yeah.
turn.
Time to
Actually, and by the way, Ozzie, I may not have a bonus like yellow die, but I have 5 green die with the Vibro Sword.
Right.
Because it
but-
works off my brawn.
But it also doesn't do as much damage
Right, because it's
because it doesn't have the pierce on
True,
it.
so it was handy for that particular guy, but now that we don't have the big nasty guy, puts away the Sith Blade and pulls out the Vibro Sword and is going to go chasing this guy down.
Oh, him. I thought you were gonna move up to the droids, but okay.
Nah, I'm going to take this guy down first. He's closer.
right.
His
Okay.
gun hits for more too.
Okay. Time
So that's 5 green. I believe
think
there's
it's-
no blue, and 1 purple.
Right.
Hits!
How much damage does that thing do?
It had like 3 piercing, I believe.
It does 7 and it has 3 piercing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7 plus 3
So-
piercing.
But eight because of every success counts as a damage on top of the base damage.
Okay.
8. He's dead.
Smack!
Nathan.
Okay, I'm going to shoot this droid, like, aim and shoot as usual.
Okay.
By the way, the tally now is officially 4 to 5.
One yellow, 2 green, a blue against 2 purple. Because they're not
Oh.
as close to you as the other enemies.
I guess canceled out.
No, you hit.
No, you hit him.
Okay.
The other thing is like a bad thing.
I'm
but
I'm kind
not
of
like a
ignoring
fight or
those.
miss.
I'm kind of ignoring those at the moment because I'm trying to concentrate on the fight. But let's see. That's what 8 damage minus 5 soak, so 3.
3.
Shola.
All right. Would it take a whole action to put my lightsaber away, or?
I don't see why you would. You could just run up to one of them. It only
Run
take
up
one
and-
maneuver to get to them.
Yeah,
All
run up
right.
and hit him.
I guess I'll run up to this top one
Mhm.
and slice him into bits. 1, 2, 3.
Swishy, swishy, whoosh, whoosh blade.
Let's see.
It's
Yeah.
not like you need to hold back just because the weaker enemies are the only ones left.
It's not like we have ammo or anything.
Yeah, I mean, we just.
done
it's
it.
just
That
yeah.
crit.
Oh,
Two.
He didn't have enough. He didn't have enough health to survive that. I didn't even need to check because of the lightsaber guard.
Okay.
So
Let's see what Roger.
yeah,
It'd be
Roger
funny-
takes it. Roger moves closer and takes a shot at the remaining. You're not my brother.
Blam.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, sick.
Wow.
That's Yeah, he's done.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody's pretty beat up though after all that.
Yeah, especially
Well, it's because
you
we're not
three.
good in a range fight anymore.
Kind of huff, kind of walk back to the rest of the group, pick up my gun again. Oh, that was a good exercise. Oh, keep walking, keep walking.
Yeah. You keep you're continuing to walk, and you hear the sound of more speeders coming, but then you see both your ship and Yav's ship flying over this way and shoot and land, and they just start. The ship's cannons are firing on them as you're boarding the ships, basically.
It would seem they're already in the ship. Okay, let's get
And then-
going.
And then you get the hell out of here. You
Let's get the hell out of here.
the Imperials go on Yav's ship because some of your party members aren't comfortable with them
Mhm.
being around. Yav isn't either, but not as much as you guys. I'm gonna bring their tokens back up here because there's no reason to have them down there now.
And so we bring most of the survivors then probably, then
Yeah.
we head off for the satellite.
Do we
Yeah,
get
you-
the loot at all, or?
I mean,
Our
mean,
loot
they're
is
mostly
living.
droids.
you didn't really have the chance to during all your escape, but you're gonna get paid for bringing them back.
Yeah, so
All right.
Yeah, we're still gonna be making creds on this run.
yeah. Like
we deserve it. We need some medical attention.
right. So I'm just gonna give everybody 40 experience.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. Hold on. Gotta write that down.
40, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, 40.
Oh gosh, that puts me at 90, 290, and I have 225. Oop. Why for you not work backspace? You're being a pain.
But I'm basically just gonna say mark that down, and I'm gonna kind of call it early for the night because
Okay.
I just wanted to get this wrapped up. I'll kind of
We'll pick
I'll
up
po-
the things. We'll have hopefully a full crew.
well I'm gonna give like an abridged version of events the next time we play, and I'll tell you guys the rewards in the chat ahead of time so you can decide if you want to do anything with your credits.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Right.
So we can plot for next time. Yeah.
Right. Because I have like the next mission, what the next thing's going to be figured out. In fact, like I'll give you minor spoilers. It involves somebody telling you where Count Matza's base is.
Oh, okay. Oh, you
Gotta
tell us
turn that
about-
man into a cheese ravioli.
That's not much of a spoiler because it's going to be literally the first thing when we start next time.
Oh,
Trim
wait,
and put
we'll-
them on my pizza.
yeah. Wait, real quick, Ozzie. You'll tell us how many credits we get at the next
Before
session,
the
right?
next
I'm gonna
time,
put
yes.
I'm gonna put them in the chat, the Star Wars campaign chat later.
Oh,
I have
okay.
Because I'm gonna kind of decide the rewards because there's
Yeah,
There's
set them
also
ahead of
some-
time so we can also prefigure our things ahead of time so we don't take so
there's
long
also
doing
some
it.
separatist gear that was brought on the ships that you might be given as rewards.
Right.
I just haven't decided all of it yet because I kind of
Oh wow.
like I was originally planning on just running this adventure
Mhm.
like usual or like the way it was supposed to go, but then yesterday I just kind of had the idea of fuck it, I'm just gonna have the main campaign invade the adventure.
There you go.
Ta-da!
Because that was
Alright, so
probably more
that's-
interesting than what was actually going to happen.
I assumed that what was going to happen was a lot more talking.
Yeah, a lot of talking.
Yeah.
A lot of Harsel having panic attacks and you having to talk him down. The Empire was still supposed to show up, but like, there were basically things in the adventure where you had to talk him and Cortala down from acting like idiots.
Oh wow. I get force assault and reflect if I spend my experience points.
With that being said, we'll see you all next week. Have a good night. See you all later, stream.
Later.